6:30 in the morning on the trail leaving Pinefield Hut. Still a little sleepy here. I had a pretty good night's sleep, except my sleeping bag liner got wet, and so I've got it hanging on the back of my pack with a wet spot hanging out. Hopefully it will dry today after the sun comes out. So I haven't quite seen the sunrise yet. I had breakfast of a couple of granola bars and a Dave's protein blueberry almond bar and a instant Starbucks Via coffee, cold. It's chilly right now. I got my gloves on, but not a jacket. So I'm still hiking in the shirt and the shorts. I'll probably start sweating soon enough. Anyway, hiking up the trail now. Maybe I'll see a deer. So, somebody else who's a Sobo or a flip-flopper has also hiked 1,300 miles to this point. 1,300 miles of backpacking. That means we have less than 900 miles to Springer Mountain. I think 893.3. There we go. Sun up, fully up. Just a little after 7. Happen to be walking on the road right this second. This lookout for the car people. We was talking again last night about how each state that we've hiked through has presented different obstacles, or a different obstacle, like the mud of Vermont or the White Mountains of New Hampshire and whatnot, with Virginia here having a big obstacle of needing to cover a lot of miles every day as we're racing the fall, trying to get done before it gets too cold, and came kind of to the conclusion that the three of us need to start hiking our own hike a little bit more. When we were going before, we would, up in the Northeast, we would decide what time we wanted to leave in the morning and try to sort of stick together all day long. And now I think we're gonna, at least we have today, and it's probably gonna continue this way. We're gonna pick a destination and try to just have everybody get up when they want to get up and hike as fast or as slow as they need to get to that destination. For example, Shadow likes to night hike in the morning and get to camp as early as possible and get in her tent and lay down for the rest of the afternoon. So she did that this morning. I like to get up just as the sun is coming up and hike as the sun is rising, so I don't have to use my headlamp, but I got going a little bit before that this morning. Didn't quite need the headlamp, but I was using it because it was just hiding the shadows of the rocks and whatnot on the trail. Mosey was making coffee when I left, and so he likes it to be fully light when he leaves camp. Plus he walks faster than I do, and he's got long legs, and he'll pass me probably, and he'll get to camp before me tonight. Nada, who was hiking with us yesterday, was planning on going to the same place tonight. She was still rustling around in her sleeping bag in the shelter as I was walking by. So everybody's got their own routine, and I think that's the way we're going to make 15 to 18 miles a day, is not worry so much about what everybody else is doing in the morning and during the day, and just pick the mileage and say, see you there. That is the way I used to hike all the time, and probably still will with my over 50 hiking group. Most of us are over 60 now, but I think that's the plan, man. As we come down to a creek, I reckon this means that I am going to need to start climbing up again. Loft Mountain Campground Store, 70 yards up this Blue Blaze Trail, and it opens at 9 o'clock. It is currently 5 to 9, so I think I timed that pretty good. Hello, Thistle. Usually do pretty good with it. This is a video, so you can say hi.
Oh yeah. I don't wanna.
You don't wanna. Big rock thing with a view. Or, I don't know, maybe about a mile from our designated campsite for the night. And it's 2:45. Another short day. Let's get it out. Check it out. A little bit of red, some yellow. Well, this is the first. We missed the trail to the hut. Walked about 0.9 miles too far. And now we're turning around. We turned around and headed back. So what was going to be a 13.5 mile today is now over 15. Yeah. Just was listening to my music and wasn't really paying attention to the mile signposts, I guess. Thanks. Blackrock Hut, spring, 0.2, downhill. Okay, after 4 o'clock, been here I guess about 15 minutes, got my tent set up. Gang's all here. Gonna get some water, boil some water, eat some food. For those keeping score, we are at Blackrock Hut, and came down here, and the creek looks kind of dry, but there is a pipe spring with a pretty good flow, and I can filter some water. I was the first one to leave the table and climb into my tent tonight. I think it was about 6:30 when I did that, and laying here about an hour in my sleeping bag and all my clothes. You know, it must be all of 50 degrees for some reason. I'm feeling kind of cold, and my left knee hurts that I injured a few years ago. Just feeling like needed some me time, so I came to my tent, and I have me time all night long. Thanks for watching.